we have to, at this point, just conveniently mention with the plenum of sound, that once you start addressing the audience, your time technically starts. So All this charming and seducing is exacerbating and
no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. Fine. Okay. So, okay, before I get... Well, if I actually had... still more talking. Anyway, before I get too involved in this, I have to tell you, there's something, just a little bit of a setup. Now, there was a pop band in the 80s. Remember the 80s, right? You know, a lot of synthesizers, lots of synthesizers, you know, that kind of stuff, right? And, you know, that was the style of time in music back then, right? Now their name was...
Flock of seagulls.
No.
One.
No, that was the name.
Oh, so that's clever.
Well, actually, no, it's actually...
It's a producer.
I should do it for you. So, no, the band's name was... So you got that? So just... No, that's the band's name. It was this. Anyway. So now they were...
Just remind you, poetry reading tonight.
So, once every 10 years. So now they were signed to a major label. They were signed to Epic, I think. But it's hard to sell records when your band's name is... So on the front of the record jacket, and this is back in the days of vinyl, right? It's you remember, right, Don? So there was a sticker on the front of the album, and it said pronounced F-R-E-U-R. So that's F-R-E-U-R, which I guess is Freur. Yeah. So anyway, I'm sure that was really helpful. Now, I did some research at Wikipedia, and the now defunct UK magazine Sounds called the band Elephant with a Stick of Rhubarb, because that's what they thought the symbol looked like. Anyway, so if you don't know who I'm talking about, that's who I'm talking about. Freur. Now, the album was named after the first single, and the album was called Doot Doot. And I couldn't remember if there was a hyphen or not, so I looked it up, and it's Doot-Doot by Freur. Now the song, I should tell you, the song had a lot of swooping noises, you know, because it was the time. And it's really hard to hear what the singer was saying, because they're really distorted, you know. But the only line you really could hear was, what's in a name? And it goes doot, 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 and then you get this big swoopy synthesizer sound. Anyway, they weren't that successful.
I'm just going to look up what you're talking about.
Oh, you can. I have it. Anyway. One last thing. They changed their name later. They changed the name to Underworld, and in the 90s, and then they were, one of their big songs was the soundtrack to Trainspotting and Born Slippy. So the song Logger, 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 if you remember, that's the same thing. Anyway, that's a true story. Thank you.